perturbed by the wanton abuse of drugs like codeine and tramadol by youths in Oyo State. The State House of Assembly, on Tuesday, tasked the State Ministry of Health and Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, to improve upon its public sensitization campaigns on the negative effects of drug abuse. According to the Honorable Olagunju Ojo-led Assembly, increased public campaigns against drug abuse had become expedient owing to its associated consequences on the society, to include recorded instances of rape, psychiatric disorders, armed robbery, kidney damage, liver failure and several other health challenges. The Assembly's resolutions followed a consideration of a motion jointly sponsored by Honorable Olorunmi Oladaji of Ogbomoso North and Benga Ayakola of Atiba constituency, titled, "Need to Strengthen Enforcement Strategies by Government Agencies to Stop the Menace of Drug Abuse Occasioned by the Use of Codeine, Sweet Syrup, and Other Dangerous Drugs from Nigerian Youth." Despite the ban on the use of codeine and tramadol by the Federal Ministry of Health, the motion had expressed worry that several Nigerians had developed both physical and psychological dependence on consumption on illicit drugs and disregarded its health implications. To this end, the motion held that government at state and federal level must strengthen relevant health agencies in charge of drug administration and use, such as Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, for more effective enforcement and enlightenment campaigns. In their contributions to the subject matter, Honorable Olusegun Olaleya of Ibadan North 2 constituency said the government must also work to reduce unemployment, which he said pushed several youths to take to consumption of illicit drugs. Also read, "I leave the killer of my daughter to God's judgment." Olabolio, while commenting, Honorable Fatai Adesina of Ibadan Southeast constituency prayed that government empowers the NDLEA to effectively embark on enforcement and raiding of hotspots of drug abuse like hemp joints, clubs and abandoned houses. Honorable Benga Ayakola of Atiba constituency, on his part, charged parents to devote more interest in what substances their children or wards consume. In a similar vein, Honorable Joshua Ayobamiji of Akanyele 1 constituency stressed the importance of mandating counselors and other school administrators to complement government's efforts by speaking with students on shunning drug abuse. Meanwhile, the Assembly has also pointed to the security threat faced by residents of Asai owing to the failure to clear the bush within and around the abandoned NYSC orientation camp at Abaletu Sawmill area, Asayan. This development had been brought to the notice of the Assembly by Honorable Afiz Adeleke representing Asayan, Itasawaju constituency. Adeleke observed that the abandoned NYSC camp had turned into a hideout for criminals, a joint for consumption of Indian hemp and a spot where hoodlums keep items stolen from residents of Asayan, especially those of Ilapeju area. The Assembly consequently called on the State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters and Chairman for Asayan local government area to clear the said bushy orientation camp within 2 weeks. This is as it urged the chairman, Asayan local government to convene an emergency security meeting involving Ilapeju Landlord Association and other stakeholders.